South Bend, Indiana, #1 Cornhuskers and the #23 Fighting Irish. And let's go down to this #1 ranked Nebraska pays a visit to South Bend. And Irish faithful are buoyed by the fact that the Cornhuskers are winless in 3 previous visits. And their coach Frank Solich is 0-3 on the road against ranked teams. Can the Irish continue to build on past glories? Or will mystique, aura, and tradition fall short against the power and speed of Nebraska? Of not only Notre Dame fans here, Pat, but also Nebraska fans as well. A lot of red in the crowd.
I have never seen so much opposing color at Notre Dame Stadium in 25 years.
There is some green here, too, but some of the fans will be arguing back and forth, rooting for their team as the Irish get psyched. Debut today. He's a 6th-year senior. And here we go. David Gibbons on the return for Notre Dame. Gets a hold to the 20, breaking wide to the 30, and he's knocked down and near the 40. Well, big return. They'll start at the 41-yard line. The junior Arnez Battle in his 2nd career start. The stakes are raised this afternoon. On the fake, eluding over the middle, and it's nearly picked off.
Open than it was a week ago, but Des Moines Adams, number 98, did a great job of staying home. They have 2 outside ends, does Nebraska, that do a great job of containment. Their job, Adams and Vanderbush on the other side.
Conservative approach last week from Kevin Rogers. Interesting, he's coming out passing right away. This time they give Julius Jones for a couple. Looking to hold here. Battle nearly picked off by Keo Craver.
Guys up here in the line.
Bobby Newcomb is back deep. Former quarterback who can also move. He will take it at the 15, up to the 20. Newcomb cannot avoid Chris Jura. Averages 28 yards a catch.
Wow.
From the 24. Crouch going deep. First play. He's got his man. Bobby Newcomb, the wing, who was battling Crouch, was the starter last year at quarterback for a couple of games. Makes the big play from Crouch. Alexander finds a hole, left tackle, and a good getting his 2nd start at the corner. And up the middle again, it's Alexander.
Craig, this
offense, you're right, Pat, they are like a machine. Last week scoring in 5 of their first 7. On the option, rolling, going for the tight end Wistrom. You have to if you're an option quarterback. Wait to the last moment. This time he gives to Alexander and beats
3rd and 13
at the 31. Fake again, untroubled. Crouch gets away. Here's where he's troubled, but he's packed up.
There's another thing you don't see often, a punt from Nebraska.
Dan Haydenfeld will boom it and try and well, he tried to catch it there too, but he really did boom it.
You can't punt that.
There's not a good offensive series on the first possession for Notre Dame. Option, Battle will keep. They'll get about 3 yards in the play. Of course,
yeah, I prefer not to.
They'll play him next week at next year at Lincoln to open up the season. 2nd and 6. They gave him 4th from the 24. Inside handoff, Jones, left tackle, finds a little room. He gets first down yardage. He was stopped for Notre Dame football, too. The run, they set up the pass. They're trying to keep the Huskers honest. Battle circling. He can run. Looks over the middle, nearly picked off again. He was going after, it was not very...
Not many Cornhuskers did.
No, they did not rent that at their local store this week. 2nd and 10. Let's see who jumped.
Home officials.
It is 2nd and 15. Battle passing. Over the middle, tipped again, and this time it is picked off. Joe Walker's got it. Walker will go down at the 35. So 1st and 10, 35-yard line. Crouch pitching out. Good tackle made in the play by Shane Walton. Inflicted wounds, no self-inflicted wounds. Holding on Nebraska, that'll help the Irish cause. And San Jose State, again, they did not play well defensively. Option Crouch. This time pitching. But Halter getting outside. Notre Dame after leaving the field. Right up there. Yep. 2nd and 13, 38-yard line. Crouch going for the bomb, way over Davison's head, who was cutting inside. Have to force the issue. 3rd and 13.
And Nebraska likes to screen it here.
Crouch way back to pass, sets up the screen. Got Buckhalter to the 30. They stopped him short of first down yardage. Back in Notre Dame, big 4th and 4. The Huskers are going to go for it back.
Yeah, 4th and 4. They have a 2 tight end set in, and Bob Davies very concerned about passing in this 2 tight end set.
Galladay near side tight end. Wistrom the far side tight end. 4th and 4. Remember the speed of Crouch. Straight up the middle. Nope, Crouch is hanging on. Crouch has got it, and Notre Dame can't get him. Right near the line, it's going to be...
He's a yard short.
Yep. Boy, it looked like they had
2 tough tackles. And then driver number 25.
Battle on the give. Tony Fisher.
Grade. It's his first year as a starter.
2nd and 11, 25. Arnaz keeping. He's squeaky too. He's tough to bring down, but he thinks about every day. He said Brandon would be a freshman in high school today and probably would have been a better player. What a way to remember your young brother. Pass to Gibbons. A good one from Battle. His first 21-yard catch rather last week, helping out the Irish cause in the comeback win against A&M. Battle on the option again. He's going to keep stocked up around.
So much. You need a couple of big plays.
2nd and 8 from the 40-yard line. Single setback. It's Fisher. He's got it at the 40. Up near the 45. Joe Ward and 3 at the 45-yard line. Split backs. Lipinski and Fisher. Battle's going to pass. Lobbing one nicely for Fisher. Diving. It's just beyond him. The yard line. They just get the snap off. It's a boomer. Walker's going to let it go and hope to take a Husker bounce, but it doesn't. It's an Irish bounce. And the mistake. One of America's most enduring corporate images, the Goodyear blimp is floating overhead, providing our aerial views for today's game. The
rushing touchdowns a year ago. Notre Dame has played well defensively in the first 2 series.
Crouch the handoff. It's Alexander. Only averaged over 8 yards, and Alexander had a 208-yard day. Alexander again, just a couple over right tackle, and again Anthony on 3rd and 6. Slotted back. Crouch looking Davison's way, deflected at the line, it's incomplete.
Defensive series by Greg Madison's team. Really a good play by Grant Irons. Had people.
Husker. Julius Jones will get it at the 50-yard line. Got some room down the sideline. 40, knocked down at the 35.
Talking about how special it was when they got their black shirt for the very first time. Well, right now, the black shirts for the Nebraska Cornhuskers have to come up big.
What a
Jamin Hunter made the catch for more.
Hunter has become a power forward. The pump fake, but Sweeney was not fooled. Great adjustment by Hunter. It looks like it was a pet and catch by Jamin Hunter. Holding against the Irish.
As the Irish were celebrating, no one saw the flag standing at
on all over the field. You know, man for man all the way around here. You got to take a couple of shots.
Got to feel good for Battle, even though they lost the 10 to make the completion. He's gaining confidence, and here he goes again. Battle to the 40, shake and bake 35. Randy Stubb mistake. That's the issue. And so far, trying to overcome that early interception. The defense did the job. No points on the board for Nebraska. Way back, trying to find confusion. Trips to the left, twins to the right for Notre Dame. Battle. Well, he faked the throw, gets away. No, they're going to say, oh, okay, false start offense. Replay the down, 5-yard penalty. Move 2. So, 3rd and 16 from the 41. Battle spinning. Stella trying to run him down. Lofting, wide open receiver, gets the roll, but he actually was right on the line. Joe Walker again back deep at about the 9. Bill Bolt. Walker was calling for the fair catch. The ball bounces to around the 17. Nebraska will take back at Notre Dame. Let's go down to the sidelines again, and Bob Wischusen. The will has been coming from the Irish on Nebraska with just 62 total yards. Here's some yardage. Buckhalter is 3 for 15. He's got Judd Davies, the fullback, who will take the handoff and rumble over the 30, over the 35. Judd Davies. And you never quite know. It's a little bit of illusion. Crouch will keep. Crouch, you can see him motor. Look at him go. 50. Crouch breaking free. Crouch to the 20. Walton tries to catch him. He won't be able to do it. Notre Dame as well.
Personal foul. Oh, personal foul.
Yep.
Half the distance. Now that'll be
a big red. It's good.
Going to get a lot of pats on the back for this run, and it was indeed a good one. But Russ
and Hayden Felton did the punting. Will do the kickoff chores as well. Gibbons is going to take it from a couple deep, up to the 10. Wide to about the 18-yard.
He's capable of doing it. We need some of them in this game.
Gibbons in motion. Lipinski, the fullback, in front of Jones, who has the ball. Lost the 20.
They are just, there's a track team.
2nd and 6. Jones, there's a bit of a spurt for Julius Jover from last year, who moved on. One thing about Nebraska is
trying to run out. They should.
Battle's looking over, and indeed the quarter does run out.
Want to get Arnaz Battle on the perimeter, but they have caused some fumbles on defense, some turnovers.
And up the first to middle, Lipinski, but they saw the skill of Crouch all along. So did Bob Davie. Julius Jones getting some yardage across the 11 starters from the state of Nebraska. It's amazing when you look at their roster, how many there. 2nd and 6. Not much happening for Lipinski, but it's very hard to think of going anywhere else if you're that good.
For Nebraska, I think you got to watch out for Arnaz Battle on the quarterback draw here.
3rd and 6. Battle trying to break outside. Got good speed. Gets to the 40. First down, Battle. Near the 50-yard line, and this time there are no flags. People like the Rocket, Jerome Bettis, and he loved the tradition and the academic part of Notre Dame. That's why he came here. Jones on the inside handoff. Tries for the home run. He'll take the single.
We've got to hit him.
Personal foul, 15-yard face mask.
Face mask. At the 25. A junior from Shreveport, Louisiana. Handoff. Jones breaks one tackle. Gets a couple of yards.
3.8 in finance.
He's got brains and brawn. 2nd and 9 from the 24.
Oh, nice fake.
Battle, keeping to the 20. Nebraska didn't pick it up at the 10. Down to the 6-yard line. Q.U. Craver.
For a first down. Little inside fake. Jay Johnston, number 11, downfield, doing a good job of stalking Craver, number 3.
But 59 from Crouch, 52 for Battle. 1st and goal from the 5. The give to Jones. Up the middle for maybe a yard or
any speed.
The smaller Jones is out. Full house backfield. Howard, who goes 6'1", and Fisher are in.
Yeah, somebody moved.
Somebody moved. We have the offensive lineman. We'll see.
Offside Nebraska.
But easy score.
A power I formation. Now Jason Murray sliding to the right.
That's a penalty there, isn't it? Yeah, Nebraska was off.
Handoff. Touchdown! There is a flag down, but obviously it's going to be on the... It is declined at court. Touchdown for Notre Dame. Tony Fisher and the Irish are a point away from tying this game up. Yeah. Seta, who took over the starting job in the fall camp. He's got it. Look, Matt McNew. Great soccer player here. On the kick, he can boom him. This one, though, will go out of bounds. He's got Miller and Alexander. I formation. Davison is the wideout, moving to the left. Crouch will hang on. Man, is he quick.
Over a couple of extra yards there. Nebraska records for Eric Crouch. Set the sophomore season total yardage record, over 2,000 yards. Look what he did in that one game. In one quarter. Scored 3 different ways.
Yep, caught one, threw one, ran one. Handoff, first down, Miller, the fullbacks. 1st and 10. Ball on the Nebraska side of the 49. Crouch giving near side. It's Newcomb. He's a threat as well. Gets across the 50. They want to get Bobby Newcomb. You think of Rodgers, especially in this matchup. Last time they played, Rodgers was a big man. Miller was picking up 6. Kimberly Cowell. 1st and 10 at the 40. Couple of yard pickup for Dan Alexander. 6. Nebraska 0 for 3 on 3rd down in this game. Crouch rolling to the left. Has the option. Will throw over the middle. A little floater, but it's caught by Davison. It's a first down. You have to respect the run so much. Davison left open for the catch. Matt says he's not the fastest and most athletic, but he needs to use the head games to help out. Crouch on the keeper. Rolling. Across the tackle. How about this lineup? You got 590 pounds of fullback leading Dan Alexander. And Alexander getting to the
Natu and Volk.
Newcomb and Davison are wide left. The Twins are to the left I formation. Crouch on the option. He'll keep. Now pitches last moment. Fumble. Crouch going in. 2nd and 10.
This is a much more characteristic drive of Nebraska. They went 62 yards in the last one.
Miller in front of Alexander. Crouch, pitch option. He'll keep to the 10. Look at the vision he has.
Stop Crouch. Stop Crouch. He likes to keep the ball inside the 10.
And he's had just 16 career starts. Crouch will keep. He's not going anywhere. In goal from the 4 for a 3.5-hour football game, right?
13th play of this drive.
Crouch on the option again. Boyman tried to pull him down, but he held him up enough for the tackle from Notre Dame Stadium. Drive for Nebraska.
13 plays, 12 of them have been runs. And again, this is where Crouch is most dangerous, but Notre Dame has done a good job thus far on this drive down here with him.
Miller, the fullback, gets the handoff.
Oh, boy, great change of place. His offensive line can get that much yardage.
They are 2 feet shy. Crouch, keeper, touchdown.
Here by Crouch. You know, didn't give Notre Dame a lot of time. Yeah.
Wow, that was...
Well, yeah, he got there in a little late surge.
Josh Brown on the extra point. They don't have a bad day when they run the ball as much.
No.
Unless you put Crisco on that ball, that's about it. Julius Jones will take it at the 5.
Oh, got some
room. 20. Breaking wide. 30-yard line Jones. 40-yard line Jones. And he's near midfield. And there's a bit of a home run right at midfield.
2:11 left in the half.
Dewan Gross had a shot at them, too.
Yeah.
Option to Fisher. At the 50. Here's the battle in the shotgun. Thinking about running. A nice spin move. He's going to take off. If he can get around the defender. Joe Walker came up beautiful. 3rd and 6. 3 for 6, 3rd down so far. Got a screen out there. Oh, he threw it a little high for powerful Huskers. And Joey Hildenbold is on the field. Joe Walker back to receive. Booming punt. This one is going to carry way too far. Into
4 remaining here in the half. They have 1 timeout.
Crouch giving safety to Alexander.
He's the most powerful offensive lineman they've ever had.
Are you surprised they're taking their time? 2nd and 6, the ball deep. I guess they want to play conservatively as Crouch can get loose. Stop. They're going to just use the clock. They earned their last touchdown in that long 14-play drive, but they needed a 4th and goal to do it. Crouch back. He's going to throw it out with the clock running down, final moments, and he throws it out of Nebraska. The Irish hanging in. Battle leading a drive. Let's go down to Bob Wischusen with the...
At Notre Dame Stadium, the first downs, Nebraska with a little edge, but you look at the total yardage, too. Most of those 2 on that big run by Crouch.
Yeah, 62-yard run. You take that away, they had 100 rushing yards. And, you know, anytime keep Nebraska, say, maybe under 200, 250 yards rushing, you're playing pretty good defense.
Matt McNear on the kick. Again goes out of bounds. Did not want that first half. What do you make of those numbers?
Well, you don't see Nebraska punt much on their opening series, believe me. Last week they went 80 yards. And then
out of bounds in the power I. In motion is the big fullback Judd Davies. And up right up the middle. Miller and Alexander in the I formation. Twins to the left for Nebraska. Crouch on the option. He'll go to Alexander. 35. He's tripped up. Good defensive.
This is a guy that's
can you
Bobby Newcomb.
Can you option 3rd and 7 still? Or you pass it. Crouch trying to turn the corner and pass it. He turns the corner. Boyman got him again. Rocky Boyman showing his speed despite being 6'4", 239. Oh, he's a big Reds fan. He's a baseball fan. He's like Ernie Banks. Let's play 2.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, I bet you Crouch thought he could outrun the big linebacker, though. That did not work out that time. Fair catch. Julius Jones, the sprinter.
Yeah,
you saw why right there.
First half Irish possessions. He had got off to a real slow start. Just brought him within 7.
Battle. Quick handoff to Julius Jones. Had some pressure coming off the 5-7 season, losing 4 straight. They had last year, but the good win last week has the Irish feeling pretty good about things. Jones. He's wrapped up by...
He had a nice catch in the first half. They get called back, but big part of their offense were their top 3 wide receivers.
Notre Dame is 3 for 7 on 3rd down, and here's 3rd and 8. Shotgun battle. Oh, he's tickled the outside. Fumble. Nebraska recovering. Stella on the hit.
I think Notre Dame recovered. And then I think Notre Dame got it.
But hang on.
Yeah, they did hang on. I think Thane kind of...
gets it off. Joe Walker coming up the field. No. Newcomb lost the ball. Went off Walker's hands right to him. Husker bounce. Another by the ball. Thrown backward, it appeared. Two men in the same play.
Yeah. Walker and Newcomb. And then the ball comes out. Finley's there to make the recovery.
Ball. Their second possession of the half. 1st and 10. Good field position at the 41 after the ball bounced around pinball style. And Alexander to the left, receiver to the right. Unusual formation, more of a typical football formation here from Notre Dame. But here's the option. Whistle.
Some unusual down and distances for this Nebraska team. Fine by Warren Buffett.
Wow. 2nd and 14. Now he returned the favor too, did he not?
Yes.
Oh, big hole there. Buckhalter. Oh. Over midfield. He ran into Tony Driver.
Running lane for Buckhalter.
Now back to their 590 pounds of fullback in the I formation. Davies in motion to the left. Crouch hanging on. Good fake to Miller. Wide open near side. Wistrom at the 30, the tight end with his first catch.
I can believe you're worried about that halfback and fullback.
1st and 10, 28-yard line. This running gives up to Alexander, running left. After the 10, Walton trying to catch him. Can't do it. Touchdown.
5 offensive linemen for creating some holes.
Extra point. Josh Brown is good. He was something else. Record 4 touchdowns. And then Tom Osborne took over, and what a run he had until Frank Solich the last 3 years for Nebraska. Here's Jones on a run. Jones to the 30. He may go. 40. By the kicker, 50. Jones to the 20. A 100-yard return.
Only Tim Brown had more return yards in one season than Julius Jones.
Center's extra point is good. They love his hang time. He also had 3 touchbacks last week, but he's been knocking him out of bounds today. Walker at the 1.
Oh, my.
Walker trying to find some room, gets through the 20 to about that pancake there, huh? Oh. Eric Crouch. Give to the I-back. Alexander.
Hochstein, he has really been out in front.
A Nebraska boy who said he would be the water boy in this team. That's what it means to him to play. 7 on 3rd downs. Crouch give, big hole there. 1st down and more. Buckhalter.
It could have ruined this team.
He had the job he always dreamed about. And then Solich made the switch 3rd game last year. They're looking for Davison passing. Davison's open, 45-yard line. Well thrown by... It's very hard to defend them when they play action. Here's Crouch right up the gut.
Well today.
Miller leading Buckhalter in the I formation. Is Davison in motion to the left. There are tight ends as well. Crouch option. He'll give it back to Buckhalter. Defense there still squeaks through for a couple of yards on the 2nd and 8.
Say on the field too long on defense.
3rd and 7. 2 for 8 on 3rd down. Twins to the right, option Crouch. He gives a late one, blocker in front of Alexander. Alexander met with a tough hit.
Oh, Denver
class is conflict and resolution. It's something you could take right to the field too, right?
Last time they ran a sneak in this situation.
Let's see how they do in the conflict here. 4th down, over the top is Alexander.
Offensive line, a little surge there, so it's really hard to get over the top to stop your runner.
2 on the far side, power I, option. And look at that, take the pass. Now throws it, picked off the hands of Davies. Eric Crouch picked off. The deflection off Davies, and the Irish will take over after the big turnover. It's 21-14. Betty had 2 last week and then 1 today. So a big one for the Irish. They battled back. It was 21-7 not too long ago. They got the good kickoff return. Unbelievable one. And now they get the turnover. Fisher on the option. Not much to him. Dad's a construction worker. Mom a real estate agent. And he is a good student as well. Battle throwing. Holloway the tight end. And he nearly broke free. Completion. Takes the handoff. He's keeping. And well played, and it was already back. Was not quite as strong last week. They're hoping as the weeks go on, he'll get stronger and stronger. 2nd and 8 at the 46. Battle, play action. Fisher's got a man wide open, and it's knocked away. Incomplete Catherall, but he did have Holloway for first down. 3rd and 8. Irish 3 out of 8 on 3rd down. Some pressure. Battle getting away, throwing a little strong. Holloway one-handed. Joe Walker is back at the 8-yard line. Walker angles to the 15. And he's just going to take a little pick up there.
It looked like he had a fair catch. It looked like he put his right hand up.
I don't see a flag, but I don't see a flag either.
Oh, there it comes.
There it is. Oh, wait for dinner.
Invalid fair catch signal. Return the ball. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Vives did a good job on special teams and at the rover position. Watch his right hand. It goes, kind of goes up there.
Back at Notre Dame, Nebraska scored early in the quarter to go up 21-14 in the Alexander run. Notre Dame came back on the return. Now Nebraska will start at the 10 after the delay of game penalty for the false fair catch. And up at Denman. They lose one of their eye backs. The other guy gets so much playing time. Does take away a little bit from giving a rest or a spot. Crouch has got some room here. 15. Oh, late pitch, a beauty to Alexander.
Time, or most of the time, the option play, the ball is going to get pitched early. Rarely do you see it pitched this late. And it usually means big.
You know you're going to take the bump because everybody's playing you as the runner. High formation, 1st and 10, 24-yard line. Alexander again. He said, well, it is this time of year because it's a red eye there and back. Everybody wants to go in the sprint. Hand off for a couple of yards, but they're having success. Back in Notre Dame, if you thought it was going to be a blowout, some Husker fans did. One rather coming up from the 33. So far, the Huskers are 1 for 2 on the short yardage plays. 3rd down. Crouch will keep. That worked on the touchdown earlier. That'll work as it all. He's just a junior, too. From Omaha, Nebraska. Hand off to Buck Alter. You just might not think of that as a larger city, but it is a little bit larger and more metropolitan than South Bend. And of course, he plays now in Lincoln, a smaller town. By standpoint, because you need a lot of yards to get the first down. 3rd and short, you can go either way. Crouch looking, throwing right. Davison, nearly picked off, but well played by. It's up to you. And what he has done, the way he's responded, Davey says, is unbelievable. And he credits Brock's parents very strong for the support. And he's become a good player again in his senior year. So again, Lawler's back. Never takes the fair catch. Finds a seam, 30. 40-yard line, Gethrow. 50, fakes the kicker. He's going to the 40. He may go. Touchdown. No flags again.
And he doesn't waste any time. A quick move there, picks up a nice block. I believe that was by Tony Driver. There's the move on Haydenfield right there. And then the guy's got remarkable speed. And this guy is tough. 2 shots.
And got them tied with the #1 team in the country. Pickoff, Walker in a tie game, 2 yards deep, will take it out, try one return of his own. He's knocked out of bounds. At Notre Dame, we feel we can compete and win even this game. We know it's a tough task, but we'll see. A lot of time to go still, but so far a good effort. Crouch in trouble. Then goes 2nd and long again, 2nd and 11. Crouch on the option, play action, trying to find one down the middle, and the quarterback, they throw the flag on Davison. That's Williams and Israel's last week.
Defense, 15 yards. First down.
They sandwiched Davison. So a break for Nebraska. And again, the rush up the middle, getting a major lesson here today for themselves. A pitch, a good fake. Newcomb, he is shifty. Oh, well played though. Shane Walton state. They are 3 for 11 on 3rd down. Again, Crouch will come up tight. Drop back. Throwing the screen. Rover throws his man, and Alex. Julius Jones is back. Not Gethrow this time. Joey might still be tired after the last one. Fair catching. With a man right.
Contact, 5-yard penalty, first down.
Providing our aerial views for today's game, the Spirit of Goodyear. And the blimp is capturing some nice pictures today on an afternoon day in Notre Dame. Terrence Hines, Holloway O'Leary on the left side of the Irish line. The play action for Battle. He's rolling, looking for the tight end Holloway. Well defended. Flag on the play though.
Defense, offense, 15 yards, same down.
It's all of a sudden 2nd and 23. We haven't seen too many of these situations in the game. Quarterback draw. Battle back. Thought about the draw. Has some room. Up to the 20. Look at him go. For the 30. And it's Battle to midfield. Down to the 40 of Nebraska.
It's the penalty.
Good call, Pat.
He's got a nice day going, 86 yards.
The Huskers could have used your thoughts before that play.
Well, I think they probably figured that one out, too.
1st and 10. Reverse to the 39. It's Gethero at the big return. He fell down running into go. 35-yard line. High formation. It's Gibbons in motion. Gives it a deep back. That's Howard for a few yards. Near first down. 3rd down and 2. Irish 3 out of 9. And 1 for 2 on 3rd down short yardage. Full house backfield behind Battle. Gives it to Fisher.
Nope.
He did not get it. He's out about the 30-yard line. Big 4th and 1. Battle on the fake. On 4th and 1, he's looking to throw. And he throws it incomplete. Oh, here, straight up, man for man. Might not be the match returns, and the defense certainly has played admirably well against this high-powered attack. And out for a couple. Ouch. 2nd and 6. Single back fake. Crouch, he can run. He's going to take a sack. Robertson, Boyman, right on the option, and usually throws to the tight end. Little shovel pass. Alexander has it, but he again runs in to the Notre Dame return too. When you have the other guy, Gethero return the touchdown. Jones is on the kickoff, and Jones is going to get another shot at the boomer here. Let's see what he does at the 20. Man right on him. It's DeJuan Gross. Good tackle, great coverage by Gross. Back at Notre Dame Stadium, 21-21, 4:42 to go down to Bob Wischusen. And that is saying something when you talk about the Cornhusker. 1st and 10, 20. Julius Jones for suffering service. 2nd and 6, 25 option. Battle got rid of it nicely. Jones turns the corner. Flag is down. Got to the 35-yard line.
Holding offense, spot foul, 10 yards, repeat 2nd down.
Shotgun formation,
and there is some confusion.
Battle on the pitch. Shovel pass. Return the favorite to Terrence Howe against the Fighting Irish, and really negating the passing game. 2 for 13 for Battle. Just 34 yards passing. May have to do it here. 3rd and 7. Battle's going to throw it. This one is way overthrown. He was hit as he was blitzed and hit hard as he was going for Gethero. Pass or not. Maybe rushed him a little bit, however. You can sense the pressure.
Nice punt.
Here's the punt by Hilbold. It is a good one. Joe Walker, 32. And the flag is called again on the...
Don't exactly know when the ball's going to arrive.
Catch interference, 5 yards.
A 5-yard penalty. It's not a major issue. Either way, 1st and 10, 39-yard line. I formation. Alexander, outside 240 now on 2nd and 6. Alexander again plunging ahead. The Huskers ideally overtime, of course. 2 minutes to go. 3rd and 2. Alexander hit in the backfield again.
Denman. Gethero is not back now. He's the guy that returned it, 83 yards for the touchdown.
Julius went 100 on the kickoff.
Yeah.
Jones at the 16-yard line. Trying to find some room. Somehow does find some room, but he gets up to the 30-yard line.
He has not been tested much.
They're going to have to move fairly quickly, but they do have 2 timeouts. Battle. Across the 30. Balls down.
Screens. There's some safe stuff you can do in these circumstances.
Battle's going to keep. That's fairly safe. Try to shake and bake. Gets to the 37. Go away. The Irish Mayfield Their best bet is to take the #1 team to overtime.
Yeah, I'm not sure I agree with that. You have some receivers here in Notre Dame's case, but guys like Joey Giffen.
And here are the overtime rules, Pat. Coin toss for the right to play.
Yeah, you always
team will
defense.
get a shot.
Right. If you win the toss, you choose to play defense, of course, so you know what your offense has to do.
25-yard line, you get a series each. If one of you scores, the other doesn't, game over. Each team will retain the ball by getting a first down or scoring. Repeat it until the winner is determined. You do get a timeout. New rule last year, beginning with the third series that you have, if you score the TD, you have to go for the 2 points. Here at Notre Dame, 21-21, 2 special teams touchdowns. Nebraska, the Irish, the comeback. And it's turned out to be a beauty.
And Bob Davie would love a home run from Julius Jones right now.
First and 10, 25. Jones for about 2. Well, there's about a 40-yarder right now. They're obviously looking for the 6, and they can get the first down as well. 2nd and 9. Give him just one battle.
Oh, it's holding. Tight end got held big time. O'Leary.
Now Battle moving. Battle's got some room left side. Gets a block. Battle to the 20. There is a flag down inside the 10. Knocked down. But let's see. You got it. At the 8-yard line. Don't forget, Nebraska will get a shot even if the Irish score. Gibbons was in motion. Jones got a little room, right tackle side. Got to the 5.
Oh, boy.
Lipinski is the fullback. Jones the tailback in the I formation. Receivers split left and right. Jones gets it up the middle, and he's met quickly by Carlos, bought into it. Gibbons in motion, 3rd and goal. Battle in some trouble. He's caught back at the 11-yard line. Jerry Selecta, sophomore, who has 1 kick in his career, a 32-yarder good last week. Had a great preseason to earn the #1 job.
Remember how good Nebraska is at kicking, particularly these guys right there.
29-yarder left hash. Seta up and good. So Nick Seta with another series for each team. Crouch. He's on the keeper. Pitching to Alexander. And the Huskers have seen that too. And all down maybe a yard now. 2nd and 9, 24-yard line. Crouch is going to pass. Screenplay throwing, and it's incomplete. Crouch will line up under center. Swings to the right. Receiver is Thomas to the left. Single setback. Alexander. Crouch back to pass. Straight shot back over the middle. Complete. Wisdom has got it.
Oh, boy.
And I believe he has the first down.
I think he...
At the 15-yard line in overtime. Notre Dame scored a field goal, their chance. Hand up, Alexander breaking free of Denver. If Nebraska gets the touchdown. Crouch, he has it, going for the end zone.
I haven't seen a signal. Have you?
I didn't see a signal, but the referees are running off, and it's a touchdown, and Nebraska has won the game.
Eric Crouch, 16 touchdowns a year ago on option plays. Boy, did he get a good block by Dan Alexander, too.
The Nebraska Cornhuskers in overtime. And fittingly on the shoulders of their leader, Eric Crouch, with his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game for the 2nd straight week. And this one is a crusher for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.